Hello everyone, Fire Princess here with Let's Play with Fire. Today we are going to play the the peasant household for Brocas, and we'll go ahead and jump right in. Here is their little hovel that they live in. Here's just kind of the outside of it. I'm going to go through their characters first and then I'll give you a little tour of the house. It is the fall season that we'll be playing through. One thing you'll notice is they're all kind of sad right now. In order to create this family, I had to kill off their dad that I made, because when I did the random rolls, I only got teenager and 3 boys, so the dad couldn't exist, but I couldn't make a family without an adult there, and I'm sure there's a mod out there to let me do a teenager only household type thing, but I don't have it at the moment, so that's how I kind of manipulated my way with that. So now he's just sitting there, his gravestone. Once we have a graveyard, I'll be able to move the gravestone there. But for now, hopefully he won't haunt them too much. We'll see. Anyway, so this is Philibert. He's the heir. The Brocas are a family of woodcutters. So you'll see some of these trees can be cut down, we can gather nuts from them, so we'll have a few things to try and sell this fall season. So about Philibert, he's a family aspiration and a knowledge secondary. He's active, outgoing, more serious, grouchy, and sloppy. We don't know what his one true hobby is yet, but we do know his traits here. I randomized those. So he's star quality, he's a loser, he's clumsy, and he loves to swim. Next up, and another thing I did is I went through and aged them a little bit, gave them some ages, just so they're not all at the beginning of their age range. So next oldest is Rainford. He's the second son, Rainford Brocas. He's actually 2 days away from his birthday, so we'll make sure to throw him a little party. Hopefully they'll have met someone by then, otherwise they'll just kind of do it amongst each other. He's really outgoing, more sloppy, lazy, serious, and grouchy. And then we'll just show you the traits. So he has photographer's eye, which doesn't really apply in the medieval area. We'll see how I'm going to use that. He's lucky and he's adventurous. I think he's a cute little one there. And then next is, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but it's Evet, I think. Evet Brocas. So he's here, he's the third son. He is neat, active, kind of nice, and more serious and shy. And he's hot-headed, computer whiz, and brave. Again, I don't know how the computer whiz is going to work out in the medieval era, but I wanted to randomize everything, so. The last son is Hubert Brocas, and I think he's going to be pretty interesting to play, because let me just jump to this here. One is never nude, but he's a perfectionist, and he's a klepto. So I'm kind of thinking that the customers that come by to buy things might have some things stolen every once in a while. We'll see how we go with that. I don't have a jail yet to punish any sort of criminal acts that might be busted, so we'll see. But I think we could have some fun with that. And then just to go through his personality real fast, so he's outgoing, kind of active, more sloppy, serious, and grouchy. Go ahead and just kind of loop around here. So like I said, they're the woodcutters of the family. This is the fetch water. I don't know why there's no actions, but that is the fetch water mod there. Oh, it's because I just had him collect it. I had him get this water skin there to collect water, and you have to wait like a certain amount of time before you can collect more water. But anyway, so here's just kind of the backyard here. This cart, I can convert branches into different sized things so I can sell those. And then the same with these axes, they'll convert log piles to certain things. And it's gonna be fun to kind of mess around with that because I haven't done any of the wood cutting yet. And then I just put this little business spot out here, so they have a tiny little business to sell, you know, any nuts they collect, or they might use those to eat, I'm not sure, but just kind of various things for the stuff that they can sell. And then inside here, they're kind of like squished in, so Philibert will have to share a double bed with one of his brothers, probably Rainford, because Rainford is the next oldest, and then the 2 sleeping bags here for Hubert and Evet. And then their little bathroom here. And then of course this is that fetch water mod, so we need to make sure to fill enough water buckets up so that they can fill the tub and use the sink and all that good stuff. And then the stove and little kitchen area is right here. And you might have noticed, but Philibert has the wallet token controller, and this here is their little bank. So anything extra will go into this little vase. So none of the kids have to go to school. They all, because they're peasants, none of them go to school. They just kind of work at home all day. So we will get started with that. This is a family that only has this little water collection here, so they are a lot more limited in that sense. A lot of my other families have like a well, or Magor has like that pond in front of his house, so there's a lot easier ways for other sons to get water buckets. But I'm hoping that one of those peasants will be selling some water buckets so that if the Brocas brothers get low, they can just go buy some water buckets. So I did give him some body points, just 3, because you do need some body points in order to cut down the trees and whatnot. So I just wanted that because I figured as a teen and a woodcutter, he probably would have had some body points by now. And that will help him with his business. But anyway, enough talking, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna see if the kids, oh good. So I'm gonna have him go around and gather branches. Evet. I think, are those the only 2 I placed? I think those are the only 2. Yeah, I didn't even give them any sort of plants or anything to grow. Ooh, them eating is gonna be interesting. So I don't think I want to cut down a tree right this moment, because I think that would get rid of it, and I don't really want to get rid of it. Oh good, so they do have food in the fridge, which is a good sign. So you're gonna stop doing that, you're gonna gather some nuts here. Ooh, and the nuts, I think they can actually use that to eat. So that will help them a little bit with food. Okay, so games are not their hobby. Okay, we did gather nuts. Maybe I will... Oh, interesting. So the nuts and the branches went into his inventory. I'm gonna click on that cart. Where did it go? Because I want to see how many... Small pile of branches into large, and I believe the branches can be used to start fires. Hey, sports! Oh, Evet wants to show off something. Oh, look at that cool cartwheel. Go Evet. Alright, I'm gonna have Philibert, we're gonna have him cut down this tree just because I kind of want to see what it looks like. That was like the silliest way I've ever seen someone chop a tree. Oh god, there's a skunk! Ah! Stay away, Stinky! I see you. What I'm thinking of doing is having our gentry, Lillian Litton. I might have her buy a lot that has trees that can be cut down, and use That skunk is scaring me running around. But use her as a way for them to have more trees to cut down, because they certainly do not have a lot. This skunk needs to leave. He's just running around the house. I don't trust it. He chopped it down, look at that. Alright, go Philibert, chopping down trees right on your neighbor's house. So kind of you. I'm gonna move this over a little bit. Just because he needs to have more room to actually use that, and it's such a small lot, I can't really right now, so just bear with me here. Oh good, he made his friend. They are getting warm. It must be hot out right now. I don't want them to get too warm. I do have a mod that just came out from Mod The Sims recently that is a temperature mod, so it takes a little bit longer for them to adjust to normal temperature again. So if they get too hot, we can actually get kind of... It's a little concerning. Oh good, the kids can collect water. Okay, so let's have Hubert here collect water. And he's gonna start filling this thing. Perfect. Oh, it does go into... Oh, I have a feeling all of those are going into his into Philibert's inventory because he's the business owner. Alright, so we're gonna see what the buck-felled tree looks like. Oh, just chopping it even smaller. Go, Philibert, go! Oh, I do want to say, I'm sure I've said this before, but I get a smoke alarm here. These are smoke alarms because I have a military barracks in my community right now. So because I have that, I'm allowed a smoke alarm because they're meant to be the ones that like come and respond to the fire. So we have 5 days of fall left here. I think all they're really going to be able to sell are those nuts and branches, because I think we can maybe collect those every day, maybe? We'll see. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but they're not really going to have a very large inventory. I might have to use the water buckets as a way for them to sell stuff as well, because when the royal steward comes to collect his dues for the treasury, they're gonna need a decent amount of money, so I mean it's just 500 simoleons alone for rent, so come on Philibert, you got this. I need you to cut it. Yay! Rainford and Hubert are really adorable. Poor Evet here is just kind of off on his own. I do want to take this water skin out because you can set it there. When you initially set the water skins down, there we go, they get a little wonky. So side note here, little Evet does not want to sleep with Philibert in the same bed because he is not friends with him yet, so I woke Philibert up so that they could talk real fast and just kind of get or become friends more, or better friends, so that he'll actually go to bed. Because I don't have enough beds for them to not have to share this one, so like I don't have enough room. Oh, how cute! Hubert is never nude and looking at me sitting in there with his pajamas. He's like, nope. Oh. Hey, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully that means that he can actually sleep now. I'm gonna have Philibert eat, actually, because he's... Or I guess he can just drink that, and then Evet can go to sleep, and then hopefully Philibert will go to sleep with him. Alright, we were back with them, with the Brocas brothers this morning. I'm gonna have Evet and Hubert both want to earn skill points, so I'm gonna have them both work on their body skill, because that's gonna come in handy for woodcutting. The only one that really has to continue with the woodcutting business would be Philibert and whoever his firstborn heir is. But for now, they can at least help around the house with woodcutting once they're old enough, at least. Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you was that tree that I chopped down. It is now a little tree stump seat, so it's kind of cool. We'll have you come and jump rope as well. It looks like fitness is not Evet's one true hobby. We're still trying to figure that one out. Let's see if it is Hubert's. Does not look like it. I think after this rotation, I'll have enough for the treasury to purchase a communal well and village green. So I think I was gonna do the communal well first, but I might do the village green first, just so that the Brocas brothers have something they can use, because I can put some trees that are able to be chopped down on that lot. So this round, the Brocas brothers probably are gonna have to sell a lot of their water buckets in order to make any sort of profit. Oh, okay, it's after. Okay, so note to self, we have to wait till after 8 o'clock for the woodcutting, like nuts and branches and stuff, to be collectible. The skunk is back! I mean the skunk, not the stunk. Oh my god. Words are hard. Oh my gosh, that skunk! All it does is run around our house. What is happening? Let's see, we're gonna have him watch the clouds real fast, see if that's his hobby. I believe that one is science. Oh, no room. We'll try nature. Gosh, that skunk. What is even happening with that skunk? Alright, so he's not a fan of nature. Oh good, you want to be friends with him, so we'll have you talk. Entertaining. Talk. Chit-chat. High five. We'll see if he'll let him. Oh, you can't even play with him. Let's see. We'll have a nice relaxing day today since it's Rainfoot's birthday, and then they will get down to business tomorrow with selling. And that will be good too, actually, because Rainfoot can help with the selling. We're gonna see if Evet likes nature. Evet is not a fan of nature. Let's see what else. Let's see what his secret is. He's gonna tell him a secret. They're talking about Hubert. What are you boys saying? Oh my gosh. Alright, he is gonna make, since it is Rainford's birthday, let's see, let's make sure Rainford is not a vegetarian, because I don't remember. He's lucky and adventurous, so let's see. I don't really have anything adventurous to make him, but he hasn't made Grandma's comfort soup yet, so we'll give him that. Excuse you, dog. Miranda. What are you doing? Get out of my lawn. Alright, let's see if you can fill that. Oh, you can't. I didn't think so. He kind of needs a nap too. Rainford does. But we'll see. Oh man. Miranda was not impressed. Move out of the way, Miranda. He's trying to clean up like a good brother. Oh, she was gone too fast. I was trying to see who it was. Alright, so he made some yummy soup. Let's have you wake up because your brother is about to grow up soon. I'll just sit on the stump there. You're eating good, you need a nap. Oh, you're about to age up though, okay. You can't. Oh, I have a mod that lets them access the bed anywhere. So sometimes when I cancel it and they're too close to the bed, it puts them there anyway. I know, Miranda, you're destroying my lawn. Stop it, Miranda! Oh my god! Shoot! Why don't you chase her off? Go. Go. Now he has to fill in the hole. Alright, Rainfred, it is time. Let's wake you up, maybe you'll see. I understand you're tired, it's okay. No, no, no. No, no, no. You all need to come watch Rainford age. And I do have Finno's randomizer, as I'm sure you guys remember. So we will use that to get his aspiration. Whoa, demon eyes. Come on, Rainford. What's happening? Oh my goodness, he's adorable. I need to change his pajamas. Alright, so he is popularity, likes plant sims, makeup, and does not like charismatic ladies. So plant sim, I have a couple of sims so far that like plant sims, so I might need to actually add them into rotation somehow. We'll have to figure out a way to do that. And I'll randomly roll his secondary as well. But look at his adorable face. I need to change his pajamas, I know. Oh, that is beautiful. So Evan and Hubert want to gain a skill point again, so we're gonna have them go ahead and get a body skill point again so they can help. And I was having Rainford here trying to fix the bathtub because it was broken, and I was thinking if maybe his tinkering was his hobby, but it does not look like it is. But this way he can get a mechanical skill too. And you'll notice he doesn't have enough body points to help cut down the trees. So he's gonna have to work on that. Try and open the business. Let me go ahead and get from his inventory. Let's see, hold on. What are you doing, bud? Why don't you go collect water? He's getting changed. We're gonna have him come over here, and I'm gonna set up. I just wanted the other water bucket. So, we're gonna set up. I don't have enough branches to use the converter cart that was in the back of their lot to make a pile, so we won't be doing that. We probably won't be able to do that until they have more to work with here. So I'm gonna try and just go ahead and put these here and there. That should be fine. And then we're gonna do the nuts. We're gonna sell those there, there, and let's see, the log is probably pretty huge. Alright, we're gonna hold on to the log for a little bit. Alright, those are what he has for sale. The poor Brocas brothers don't have a lot to offer, but you know. Why don't you be the salesperson? Let's see. Oh yeah, you're outgoing. You do not mind. Adelaide is an available yeoman, so I think we should show her some water. Oh, we can't. We can't. We'll greet her. I know, but you're not gonna be able to take a bath yet. Definitely a struggle with these lots is going to be how small they are and being able to maneuver around. Because as you can see, there he goes, little stink. Why don't you greet her? Maybe. Is she stuck? She might be stuck. What? Kids can buy things? Huh. I don't think I ever knew that. Alright, well Adelaide is stuck right now, so why don't you just ignore her? We're gonna work on sales. I probably should have Philibert working on sales too, but we're gonna divide and conquer here. You need to change into your everyday. I don't know why you haven't yet, Hubert. Yeah, good job, Rainfred. Let's do another sale for Melissa Fancy here. Oh, good. It's after 8 o'clock. I think we can have them collect some nuts. Aha! Nuts and branches. We need that stock. Then you can use. I'll let Philibert take over some of the sales. And let's see. He's pretty outgoing too, so he'd be doable. It's doable that he would be selling. Oh no, she didn't like him. Yeah, get in that body, Hubert. And we'll have him come and restock as best he can. I think he should be able to with Philibert having it in the inventory because Philibert's the owner. So we'll see. Oh no, Sophie, why? Nice, first simoleon earned. And a cleaning skill from Evan. Oh, look who's here, Lillian Litton. Aw man, Jokar. We definitely need to talk to her. Alright, Jokar's kind of mad at us, so I'm gonna talk to him first, but Lillian Litton is a really good one to know because she's gonna be the one that we need to convince to get us. Well, maybe. If I do the community lot, then it won't matter if she owns the lot or not, but we'll see. She owns hunting grounds right now, so we might be able to convince her to add some trees that can be cut down. Alright, we're gonna kind of schmooze with him a little bit. We're gonna joke with Joe first and see if that will help getting the sale. Oh, that's interesting. He moved out of the way. Oh, he didn't like it. No. These two are just playing around. Okay, while they're just looking at things, I'm gonna have him try and restock a little bit. No, she is not in the way. Oh, Jokar does not like us. Oh. I wonder if we can just have Joe leave. He's already not wearing what we want him to wear. He's not liking anything we're doing. Ugh, Joseph Amory. Quick, be a cashier. Oh, no. Alright, we're gonna ask Joe to leave. Because he is just not being... Oh, I can't. Dang it. Okay, never mind. We'll leave him alone, I guess. What are you doing, Hubert? Just staring at the door? Silly. Rank 1 business so we can get a business perk. Oh, look at this. We found their... Okay, so Hubert, I'm just gonna pause real fast so I can write this down. So, I'm kind of inclined to do the cash one just so they can afford their next round, or like their first round basically, from the Royal Steward, for the amount of money that goes into the treasury. And I was thinking maybe we could buy them another tree so that they have 2 on their lot again, since I know not to cut it down this time. I have to look how much they are because it might be pretty expensive. Let's check real fast. Yeah, so they're all about $500. That's not gonna happen right this second. It's a bit out of their price range. That's like a whole rent worth for them. Alright, he's gonna take a break. He needs to go eat. Oh no! Rank 0, frickin' Jokar is a problem customer right now. Get out of here, Jokar. Why can't I tell you to leave? Oh, I can ask him now. What the heck? What is happening? He's just being a big pain in the butt. And he's making me lose my star that I just earned. Go away. You are causing me issues. Let's see. Definitely want you talking to Anna Dai in case she's ends up being an interest for you. And you can come here and be the cashier. Oh man, no. Some tough sales today. Alright, we're gonna have Ivy go away. She's gonna be a difficult customer. She gets to leave. So is Chloe. All these customers making my ranking go down. So Anna is probably gonna be our last customer of the day because they're both kind of getting tired of working here. Why is Ivy back? Hopefully she'll buy one more thing, Anna, and then we'll close the business. There we go. Perfect. Take some of those tree nuts, please. Alright, he can stop being a cashier. And we're gonna have him, he wants to be best friends with Hubert, so let's have him go ahead and play some catch, because he likes sports. So we only need to figure out Evet's one true hobby. We know everyone else's. Philbert's is sports, Rainford, and Hubert is music and dance. Yay, we found it! So Evet likes science. And then another thing I do is I'll randomize what activity they like to do within their one true hobby. So like for science, they could like to stargaze, or they could like to use a telescope. We can go through and roll for each of our sims to see what specific activity is unique to them, because I think that that individualizes the sims more so than just they like science, they like art, they whatever, you know? Uh-oh. Oh, he got scared. Poor Hubert. Saw the ghost of his dad that shouldn't have existed anyway. Okay, how about after that experience, you're gonna need a hug. It's okay. So it's the next morning. I have Hubert just kind of getting some food. Hubert and Evet. Philibert's sleeping in a little bit. He got scared last night by his father's ghost. And then Rainfred is just kind of getting ready for the day because they are going to open the business again. He'll restock what he can. They're out of nuts and branches, but they can, except for the branch that's already on there. But they can sell those water buckets, so. And then after 8 o'clock they'll at least have one more round of nuts and branches, so they'll get there. Oh, and did I choose a secondary? Okay, so I have not chose a secondary for Rainfred yet. So we're gonna roll that real fast, and I just got family. And here we go. We're gonna allow him to do that. Okay. So we are getting the business open. The boys are working on their body skill. He's gonna just be the cashier here. Yeah, maybe not, because they can do some red hands or something to try and get... I know you need fun. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, he didn't want to. I was kind of thinking he might not want to play red hands. No. You're gonna come do something out here with your brother while he works on the sales right now, because my poor Rainfred is very stressed. Oh no, Eli is a reviewer. We're gonna get bad reviews. He is not gonna like that half of our stuff is not full. Restock stat. Oh good, we have a bag of nuts too, so let's restock. Let's have you talk to him. What are you doing? You wanna play cops and robbers? Oh. Oh, Eli, please review us well. Ah, we have the worst luck with that. I can't wait till they get some sales experience. He's like, hey, let's just toss a football around. That sounds good, right? Will that help you give me a good review? Maybe. There we go, Ivy wants some tree nuts. Yeah, he's writing us a good review. Go, Eli. I'm trying to do the joke first just to try and break the ice a little bit before I sell to them, because they are not having good luck with the stars. I mean, they have a good review, but... Oh my gosh, they have so many customers right now. Hey, we're back to rank 1. I don't think I can do... Yeah, I was like, we already got that perk, so... Just in case wanted to check, you never know. I know, I'm sorry, Ivy, I don't have anything. I only have water now in stock. Oh no! Tosha, go, please don't throw it on the ground. She's getting very impatient. Philibert, you're gonna have to hurry up with your cashier skills. Ah. No, Tosha. Okay, it's your turn. Push. Look at that. Rainfred has earned a bronze sales talent badge. That's gonna help a lot. With all these negative stars we keep getting. I feel like we're very back and forth with that. I would sell the logs that they have in their inventory, but they don't really have a good space for it. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put it. They're actually making pretty good money with this, just the water buckets. I mean, they're doing better than my fisherman was. I know, I'm out, I know. That's their problem right now, is they're selling a lot. Maybe they'll close business after this customer, actually. Because they're out, they're just gonna start losing stars. So Rainfred needs some fun, so we're gonna have him dance with Hubert here. See if they will, at least. Oh good, they will, so they can get some fun that way and social, that'll be good. And unless something more exciting happens, I'll see you Friday morning. Saddest thing ever, the spaghetti was left out and now it is wasted. Dang it. So Philbert ages in 5 days. He hasn't really met any of my locals besides the gentry, so I think I'm gonna, on the visitor controller, I'm gonna restrict townies right now so that I get people, hopefully anyway, that will, let's see, here we go, so that we get actual playable ones, because I'm hoping that Philibert meets someone that he can actually be with, but we'll see. So I'm going, or I guess it has to be after 9, but I'm gonna delete these two because I just don't have enough stock right now for the nuts and branches to be taking up 2 slots. And we're gonna stock it with some water buckets because I have more water buckets than I do the tree nuts at the moment. So that way, hopefully we're not losing stars to having a lack of inventory, which has really been hindering us right this moment. So for now, we kind of just have to do what we gotta do to get the money to pay the royal steward at the end of this, but next round I think they'll have a lot more options for chopping some trees down, and we'll have 3 teenagers that can help with that, so they'll have a lot better stock. So he grows up today, and Rainfred wants to throw a party, since he is Mr. Popularity. He's not really friends with anyone right now. We will try and have him throw a party, but I mean, no one's probably gonna show up, but hey, he'll make the attempt. Philibert is not good at the wholesale thing. I might just have to keep him on the cashier. He hinders more than he does anything. No, Adelaide just keeps zooming by. I want one of the boys to meet her because she's an available female right now, but she just zooms by every time. She's like, don't look at me, don't talk to me, I'm going by. I'm not here to buy anything. Oh no, she needs help back here, I didn't notice her. No! Boys, you need to go collect nuts and branches, quick. I need to remember that they go hide over there. Let's see, sales. May I help you? Poor Emma's like hiding in the corner. Come help me! Yeah, bronze cash register so Philibert can... Ah! Oh my gosh, they're all losing stars. I can't win. We're gonna try selling to them. If they don't, then I think he's just gonna close business because they are all cranky and don't want to get anything from me, so why waste the time? We're gonna try throwing a party, we'll see. I'm not gonna do a birthday party because it will be a disaster since they can't afford, I mean they can't afford a birthday cake now, but I really want them to save the money for paying off the royal stored for the treasury. So as you can see, they're not really friends with anyone, so we'll see who shows up, who doesn't. It'll be interesting. Probably no one would be my guess, but you never know. Oh, look who showed up! Lillian Litton! Interesting. Huh. Man, if only he could pickpocket now. She's got a lot of money. Okay, he needs to serve some food because they're all starving. And I think they still have food available. They have leftovers, but since he's got Miss Lillian here, we're going to go all out and make some comfort soup. A little Tibby Redwood is here. Let's see if we can greet her. We'll just have her kind of be crashing the party here. She's a fellow peasant. Oh, she left. She's like, I don't care about your party, bye. Oh no. They're having a bad conversation, no. Alright, Emmett, you need to wake up. You have a very special guest here that you need to pay attention to. Why don't you chit chat with her? Go nap. There you go. Oh, Godfrey's here. Should we see if he'll stay? Let's try. So he's cooking. Let's see if he can greet him. Oh, nope, he's gone. No, they're so fast. The lots are small, so it's like easy for them to zoom by before you can catch them. Oh, I wonder if she's gonna eat. Please? Yeah, eat that burnt soup. I think it's just so interesting. Lillian Litton has been visiting all of the peasants so far. Granted, I've only played 2 peasant households, but very curious. There he goes. No one's watching except Filbert. Oh boy, we gotta change those clothes. Alright, so Evett needs, okay, so he's gonna be pleasure, cleaning, mechanical, and full makeup. So pleasure, cleaning, mechanical, and full makeup. There we go. I do want to see, they don't have any sort of clothing stores right now, so I don't have, oh, not every day. So what I'm gonna do is they can just re-wear, or they can wear like the clothes that they each other has, I think. So we need to change his pajamas. Oh, of course he doesn't have anything that's appropriate. Oh, he does. I forgot that these are, yeah, okay. So you're gonna have that one. That works, and then you're gonna come. We'll have you hang out with her since you want to. If you can. It doesn't look like you have a high enough relationship, but soon. Poor Hubert's like, oh my gosh. Let's have him wear that one. Actually, I think that's what... Here, we'll do this one. It's a little dressy, but that way he's not exactly matching what Philibert's wearing. And then let's roll that secondary too. So I got popularity. Oh, I need to also... Okay, so I didn't catch this before, but apparently I need to add the missing trait as well, and I want that randomized because I have more fun when it's all randomized. Oh, let me mark this actually. I'm getting sidetracked. Duh. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we need another trait is what I was talking about. So teenagers should have 4 traits. And they do not. So let's go ahead and go get the mask real fast. The mask doesn't cost anything. We're just gonna add that while the party's still going. Because why not? And oh. Crap, where'd it go? Where did the mask go? Is that it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Didn't realize I put it on the other side of the wall. Alright, so you're gonna add a missing trait to Evet. Actually, let's make sure. Okay, I need those on so I can see what it adds. Okay, so Evet got the never new trait, so he's gonna be kind of like Hubert in that sense. And then Rainfred got vegetarian. So we need to remember that for Rainfred. We'll see if they'll be able to hang out. Doing a lot of cleaning there. He wants to play kickbag, that's fine. Poor Philibert keeps wanting to go to college, but it's not gonna happen. Not for peasants. He doesn't even know how to read. Oh good, they can hang out. I was kind of worried they'd reject it. So good, so he got to have a little increase there. Let's have him go hang out too. I don't know if there's gonna be room. We'll see. Because if there's room for him to join, I mean the peasants, these 2 boys are way too low ranked for someone like Lily and Litton. So it's not like they'll get anything out of it that way, but I'm also just thinking like employee wise, maybe there's something there. She only runs a hunting grounds right now, which doesn't really need an employee. But you never know. Good time, good time. Nice. So it was a better party than I was expecting. I didn't think anyone would show, but Lily and Litton surprised me. Anyway, so we will jump to them in the morning where we figure out where, how much they're gonna owe to the treasury. Alright, so we are on to the next morning. It's the first day of winter, so we do need to summon over the Royal Steward. So I'm going to get him over here, summon Godfrey. And then I'm going to take this out for a second, and actually his bank, because we're going to add some stuff to his bank. Alright, so we are going to, and I believe it's give, not send, because Godfrey is here. So let's give, oh, and FYI, off camera, I did the math real fast, and they ended with owing the treasury $1,740, so they are not terribly rich, but I do think they did better than Makor, if I remember correctly. We'll see what they have left. But anyway, so we'll give him 1,000, give 700, 740, and we'll just get as close to 40 as we can, which is going to be 215. So I tend to round down for that kind of stuff because I give them a little bit of a break. Alright, so why don't you go give that to Godfrey. And we're having Philibert do it because he is the head of household. So he's the one that gets to deal with all this stuff. Get all that money to the treasury. Oh, Evet's stuck behind. Sorry, Evet. So we have 1740 plus there was 1480 in the treasury already. So our treasury, oops, has $3,220 after that. We are going to be at 5,000 in no time. We're going to be able to add one of the community lots anyway before we're even done with the peasants, I bet. Goodbye, get out of here, you took our money. Let's go ahead and put the rest into the bank. So I'm just going to deposit 700 so they don't go around spending their money everywhere. This is the end of the episode here. I appreciate you guys watching if you made it to the end especially. Go ahead and give a like if you like it, and subscribe if you want. Thanks!